Hey guys, it's Ash. Thanks for clicking on this video. I'm going to show you how I do my best to keep Shabbat when I have to work. For the job I currently have, it is healthcare for people with Alzheimer's and dementia. I know that there are other people, Jews, Orthodox Jews even, who are nurses, doctors, surgeons, and sometimes we're required to work on the weekends, and sometimes there are medical emergencies, and you can't avoid working. And of course, human life comes before Shabbat. So I'm going to show you how I do my best to follow the guidelines of Shabbat and keep from breaking Shabbat as much as possible while still having to go into work and perform my duties. Right here, what I have mixed up, it's just a little cake mixture. I have buckwheat flour, like a peanut butter protein powder mix in here, some chia seeds, and just a little bit of coconut sugar, and of course water to like mix it all together. One thing that I have learned not living anywhere near a Jewish community and trying to do this on my own until I get to my community in San Diego is that if you fail to prepare, you are preparing to fail. So this is what I've done just to keep me from doing things that I shouldn't, like opening the refrigerator door, which would turn the light on, from using a microwave, which would actually make the cake, and also keep me from eating other baked goods, which are chadash. They are not yashan. I do keep yashan. I have made some mistakes, especially when it comes to things that have like wheat as part of the seasoning that I overlooked. So bad on me, not really paying attention, but I have made that mistake before. So I'm just preparing as much as possible so that I fail as little as possible. I'm just adding a little bit of honey and a little bit of salt. After I get this baked in the microwave, what I'll probably do with it is I'll just top it with peanut butter and some sliced strawberries, and that'll make a nice breakfast or brunch or whatever, whenever I get hungry tomorrow. Boom. Done. Another thing I've learned to do is to open my tea bags before Shabbat. At work, there is a hot water machine that is always running, always full. And all I have to do is make sure that I open enough tea bags to use. I'm not working tonight, but I am going to stay the night at work because there's an extra bed, just so I don't have to start my car and number one, travel, start the ignition, and then also bring things from a private domain to public domain. So yeah, just opening tea bags so I have them for when I am at work. And if you're at a place where there isn't a space for coworkers or room to bunk, what you can do is, if you have to work on Shabbat or you're doing a midnight shift, just book an Airbnb, a hostel, or a hotel, or see if you can couch surf somewhere close to where you have to go in. And this is a tea that a friend of my rabbi's gave him, and he gave me a couple when I came back from San Diego. And just a shout out to my rabbi, and words escape me. It's almost time for Shabbat, then I can rest. But this is amazing. This is supposed to be low caffeine or non-caffeinated, but it's the twigs, stems, and leaves of the tea plant, but it's mainly the twigs. And it's got a mild tea flavor, that classic black tea flavor, but it's very low in caffeine. So this is good if you can get your hands on it. I recommend it. I'm also packing my books with me. I've got Our Heritage And I've picked up my Ben Ish Chai again. I read the first volume and bits and pieces just for Rosh Hashanah and certain holidays of the second volume. But I read the first volume, and I think it's just been a little under a year, because I read I started reading the Ben Ish Chai last fall, but I finished the first volume around Passover, so I'm picking it up again just to refresh myself, because with traveling and shtas, I just wasn't really paying attention to keeping up on halakha, and picking up again. I also have my Siddur in here, and another book from my rabbi. So, by the way, if I say something and I'm doing something that isn't in line with halacha, or isn't technically correct orthodox, that is not on my rabbi. That is completely on me and how I'm taking my practice and my how I'm growing in my relationship with Hashem. So, be rest assured that I am being taught correctly, and I know halakha. This is where I'm at, and this is what I'm able to do right now. So, B'ezrat Hashem, I will, I know I will. I'll get there eventually, just taking it one day at a time. Alright, I just got to go into the dollar store real quick. I got permission from my boss to do Kiddush and Havdalah. However, I gotta, my goodness, pick up grape juice and an electric candle, because I can't, where I work has a no alcohol policy because it's an evangelical Christian place, and the candles are just, I guess, a safety hazard. It is understandable, so that's what I'm doing. Well, I don't see Welch's grape juice. However, they've got some Martinelli's up there. I'm going to see if they have the white grape juice or if they just have the apple stuff. And I put out this step stool, whatever it is. It's not a chair at all. And sparkling cider. It is all cider. Baruch Hashem, they didn't have grape juice, because now I'm stopping at Speedway getting gas and getting juice all in one. Thank God. I spoke too soon at the gas station. So I came to the corner store, and look, Manischewitz and Shalom. But again, I'm not allowed to have wine where I work, so we're settling for this. Not technically kosher, but this will have to suffice for now. Okay, I'm parked at work, but I'm technically not supposed to film on campus, so I can't show you exactly everything I'm doing to keep Shabbat as much as possible while having to work. But we've got these 2 sets of 2 for Kiddush and Havdalah. We got 2 for each one, and these will be left on until the end. Hopefully nobody turns them off or moves them, but that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take these out into the lobby, and I'm gonna get some of our glass cups, and we'll use the sparkling juice. As far as food, Halo Top, gotta love it. Gotta add sweetness to my Shabbat. I have homemade tortilla chips made from Food for Life, sprouted corn tortillas. You just cut them up, lightly toss them in some olive oil or sesame oil, bake them in the oven for 20 minutes at 285 degrees Fahrenheit. Boom. Got an apple, got a blood orange, got some peanut butter to put on that cake I showed you earlier. I have some rice, an avocado that I'll cut up before Shabbat, and then I'll have it for the chips. I've also got some sunflower greens down there to have with my rice, and I got some sliced strawberries. Um, did I buy anything else? No, I had tofu that was pre-cooked, but shame on me. I had to throw it away because it had gone just slightly bad. Oh, I do have my Seasag sauerkraut in there. Okay, so like I said, I'm here at work. My car is going to stay parked here till the end, till Monday morning. I mean, it's Friday evening. I'm doing a couple 16s. I'm not working tonight. They'll probably ask me to work. Chas v'shalom. But I do start working. I do start my shift at 3 p.m. tomorrow, just before, like 3.5 hours before Shabbat ends. So that is why I'm here. Also to do a Kiddush with my resident. So that's why I'm doing this, and I thought it'd be a good... If any rabbi comes across this, aside from my own, please give me pointers and tips about something I may be technically doing wrong, or something I could have done better. One thing I know that I will have done better that I haven't totally stopped yet would be the use of my cell phone. I do turn on airplane mode so that I'm not getting texts and stuff and calls from people. But I do leave the internet on, and when I'm alone, I do listen to music, and I do watch YouTube videos from like the Temple Institute, Rabbi Tovia Singer, classes that I missed this week from my community in San Diego, and I kind of catch up. I did bring my books with me, but I don't just read and spend Shabbat in recluse. I don't. It's not fulfilling to me to be just by myself all the time, even though I like that. Sometimes, I can't do that. I need audible people. So, but what I have started doing, is, and what I'm going to do, I will plug my phone charger into the wall, next to where I'll be sleeping, and I won't unplug it. I'll just leave it plugged in. I'll plug it in before Kiddush, and I'll leave it there until after Havdalah. And I'll take my phone out if I have to, but I won't take the plug out, just because, yeah, taking my phone off of the cord is breaking the current into the phone, but I'm not breaking the current from the I'm not breaking the current from the source. So that's something I'm doing that I know it's rabbinical and it's modern and it's not really talked about because it's of modern invention, but that's how I'm kind of skating the line and getting through that, based on technicalities. What's another thing that I should mention? Oh, with work we punch in. I will not be pressing the buttons to punch in. I will just fill out a missed punch form when I quote-unquote clock out Sunday morning. Because I'm only 16, I'm doing a 3 p.m. to 7 a.m. Saturday night, Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, and then I'm doing 3 p.m. to 7 a.m. Sunday, Monday. So that's why I'm here all weekend and not going home after Shabbat or after my shift Sunday, because I'm doing 2 16s back to back on top of Kiddush with my resident today. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need to go over. So if you're at a workplace where they do the punch-in thing, just say, I forgot, and fill out a missed punch form. Trying to think. I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Leave your questions, comments, criticisms, concerns down below. Take care. Espero que Dios te bendiga. Shalom uvrachot. By the time you see this, it'll be the new week, so Shavua Tov. Hasta la próxima.